All right, welcome to the Bakersfield Speedway, California Raceway video, bringing all this great racing action here June 3rd, 1995. On the card here tonight, we have the SCRA sprint cars along with the IMCA modifieds, just concluding qualifying times under the clock with the SCRA sprint car new track record set here, of course, tonight by Ron Schumann, hitting the clocks with a 12.131 new track record. So a real fast track here tonight. Fast time second was set by Rip Williams, I believe it was, but we'll bring all that update to you in just a second. But we'll bring all the racing action in just a minute. Right now we got the IMCA modifieds. Hear those motors getting ready. So sit back, take your shoes off, let your hair down, get ready for the racing action. Brought to you by Mike Mosher, the race doctor, and California Raceway Video. So 8-lap qualifier, McLaughlin on the pole, outside front row the 08 car. Out of Taft, California, your driver, Jay Barrett. Also in the lineup, the 0 car comes to us out of Bakersfield, your driver, Jim Reeves. The number 78 car. Next in the lineup out of Bakersfield, your driver, Kevin Nichols. Third row outside, the number 4 car out of Bakersfield, George C. Scott. The 26 car. Your driver, Gary Brannon. Then you go back to pick up the outside white number 6 of Darren Smotherman, your current points leader, out of Porterville. And the last car to enter his second time ever in a race car, the number 5 car, Scott Gatson, sponsored by Tammy's Flowers and Bender Chiropractic. Lights out, we're looking to go green. 8 laps qualifier, first round for the IMCA modifieds. Oh boy, a nice jump start for the number 22 McLaughlin. First into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. Currently running second, the number 78 car of Kevin Nichols. The 08 of Barrett running third, getting a little loose off turn 2. Jim Reeves running fourth. Track still a little bit wet yet. You can see him getting sideways. Gary Brandon in the number 26 car trying to hold off your points leader, Smotherman, down the back chute. He sticks it into turn 3, makes the pass. Smotherman now up to 5th. The red number 0 car of Jim Reeves running 4th. Darren Smotherman out of turn 2, sets it down low, side by side into turn 3. Halfway through, 4 down, 4 to go. Reeves able to hold Smotherman off one more time. Reeves up high, Smotherman down low off turn 2. Your leader off turn 4, the 22 car of McLaughlin. Kevin Nichols running second. Jay Barrett third. And Smotherman makes the pass out of turn 4. Smotherman now running 4th. Jim Reeves back to 5th. Superman. Scott Gatson just got lapped by McLaughlin. 78 car now sets the sights off turn 2, makes the pass. The 78 car running second. White flag action now, one more time to go. Second place, number 78, Nichols, now starting to put a move on your leader. Kevin Nichols off turn 4, running second. And your winner, the 22 car, Robbie McLaughlin. Kevin Nichols second. Jay Barrett third. Darren Smotherman 4th. Jim Reeves 5th. So that concludes round 1 qualifying for the IMCA modifieds. Next up, round 2. All right, round 2 qualifier on the pole, the red number 55 out of Bakersfield, out of a late model into an IMCA modified. Your driver, Doug Thompson. Outside front row, the number 9 car, sponsored by Marlin's Machine, the color connection. Your driver from Bakersfield, Jim Dinas. Second row inside, the number 70 car out of Port Hueneme, your driver Bob McMahon. The number 17 car, second row outside, the 18 rather, out of Tulare, Tom Bowser. The number 2 car, sponsored in by Shortstop Card and Memorabilia, out of Kingsburg, your driver A.J. Bergen. The number 10 car, lady driver Lynn Dinas, and the number 1, your national champion, Scott Pounds. National champion Scott Pounds in the number 1 car, hooked up, going to the front already, up to 4th. Dinas, your leader into turn 3. Dinas opened the door off of 4. Tom Bowser, now your leader coming off turn 2. Running third, the red number 55 of Doug Thompson. A.J. Bergen 4th. Bergen gets a love tap from your national champion in the number 1 car, Scott Pounds. Bergen up high, moves up to 3rd. Pounds makes a move under Doug Thompson in turn 2. Make a body connection. Jim Dinas into turn 2, running second. Your leader is the 18 car of Tom Bowser. Now Scott Pounds up to 4th. A.J. Bergen moves up to 2nd. A.J. Bergen in the yellow number 2. Jim Dinas, the number 9 car, running 3rd. 4 down, 4 to go. Pounds muscling his way through turn 4. Makes the move on Jim Dinas. Pounds now up to 3rd. That's your leader, the number 18 car, Tom Bowser, hooked up, looking good. He got about a 12 car length over the yellow number 2 of A.J. Bergen. White flag action this time around. Off turn 4, your leader, Tom Bowser. A.J. Bergen now starting to catch some heat from your national champion, Scott Pounds. Turn 1 action. Oh, Pounds gets on the backside. And there's your winner, Tom Bowser. A.J. Bergen 2nd, Scott Pounds 3rd, Jim Dinas 4th, and Lynn Dinas 5th. So there's your winner, Tom Bowser out of Tulare. Lights out, looking for the start here. And we're on the green. The number 3 car, Dean Thompson, sticks it into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. Running second, you find the number 98 of Vern Sweeney. Top 4 qualify to the main event. Dean Thompson, your leader, Vern Sweeney running second. The number 45 car of Ricky Gray running 3rd. And the number 27 car, Ron Schumann, your current points leader, running 4th. Schumann on the bubble. Top 4 qualify to the main. Whoa, popped up high out of the groove. The 45 car, Ricky Gahn, opened the door, and up comes Schumann. Schumann now up to 3rd. Dean Thompson, your leader in the blue number 3. The number 50 car, Leland McSpadden, running 2nd. Ron Schumann now coming into 3rd, turn 3, looking a bit of challenge. That's the 98 car, rather, of Vern Sweeney. Schumann took a look under him out of turn 2. Sweeney still hanging hanging on as they came off turn 2. Ron Schumann on the move, starting to reel that second place runner in. White flag action being shown to your leader, Dean Thompson. One more time around. Thompson, Sweeney, and Schumann, 1, 2, and 3. And that's the way they finish. Dean Thompson first, Vern Sweeney second, Ron the Shoe Schumann third. Oh boy, how about a big round of applause for the guy coming back, Dean Thompson. Out there, Troy Klein. On the pole, you find the number 58 of Jim Giardini.
Yeah, and our number 12, Steve Osling. You know, the fans might notice that gentleman down there in the infield is Jose. Jose is, for many, many years, the track preparer from the old Ascot in Gardena. So one of the reasons why the track's getting so fast. I believe we're about to go green here with Giardina, the man that's going to set the pace to start this race. Keep an eye on our flag man, see how we go. And it's a green flag, and off we go. Bob Mealy tucks into second place, cuts across the front of Osling. Osling right into the back of the action, and Leland McSpadden to the back of the pack. Giardina is your leader, Mealy second, Jamie Turner is third, followed by Klein and Osling. Ricky Gray holds off the charge now of Leland McSpadden. No change in the lineup. Here goes McSpadden now. McSpadden going to work on Ricky Gray and picks off one position. Giardina still your leader. Bob Mealy tucks to the low side, and now Troy Klein goes to work on Turner. It's still Giardina in command. Jimmy Giardina, the tooth doc, holds off the charge of Bob Mealy. Turner in third, followed by Klein, and now McSpadden moves up to fifth position. Looking for a transfer spot. It's McSpadden working on Klein. Giardina still your lead. Now Turner dives to the low side after a miscue by Mealy. Mealy comes back with a vengeance, runs in the back of Klein. Klein holds on, and it's still McSpadden in fifth. Now McSpadden takes to the high side, goes way high, can't get around Mealy in. Jim Giardina still in command. Now Troy Klein goes to work on Turner, makes the pass. And they have a brand new second place spot holder. It's Turner back to third now. Mealy in fourth with McSpadden knocking on the door for a transfer spot. Time running out. Jim Giardina spins the wheels down the front straightaway. Tucks her down low this time into turn 1. Out of turn 2 he's high. And Troy Klein on the back door of the tooth dock. Klein dives down low, picks up the point. And it's Giardina in a second with Turner third. Now we have a change. We have a battle change for that transfer spot. It's Steve Osling in the fourth spot. Here comes your leader with white flag out. 1 lap to go. Giardina in second, Turner third, Osling fourth. Ricky Gray going to work on McSpadden. McSpadden not able to get back up to power. And the win goes to Troy Klein, followed by Giardina, Turner, and Osling. There you have it for your top 4 spots, and that was what we came to see, Mike. A pretty good heat race, and I'm very impressed with the tooth doc, Jim Giardina, his brand new race car here. That's one of those Pix engines, potent Pick engines, and same with your heat race winner. So the Pix power plant doing very well tonight. Turner doing an excellent job. You might recall a few years back he had a fast time here, so he knows his way around this racetrack. But the odd thing was to see car number 50, Leland McSpadden, not make a transfer, but you know what that leads up to. One heck of
a get that at the mic work where we can call these together and see. So, Chris, looks like the lights are set here. We're getting ready to go round 3.
Keeping an eye on the flagman, car number 95.
And your flagman looks them over. Gives them a wave off, so we're not looking for a green here. We'll go back yellow. A little jump start out there by your pull sitter. Got a little quick on the throttle. That was the number 95, of course, of Keith Williamson, so they'll get him back in lineup. Now, does SCRA have a two-jump start where they hold the pole position, they don't hold it, they got to go back to the back of the pack?
Well, I think it depends on the circumstances, but definitely the starter can send the man on the pole all the way to the back, and they'll usually give him a warning. They'll shine that little black flag at the driver, and that usually means no more cat and mouse. Let's get busy.
All right, so there you go. Your starter indicating to the drivers next time around we'll look to go green. Of course, you got a rookie sitting back in the very back out there, the number 91 car, Darren Seamus. He sits back. He has the best seat in the house right now as he looks forward. Your pole sitter, the number 95 of Keith Williamson. Lights out, look to go green out of 4 this time around. And we're on the green. Williamson sets it into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. The number 26 car, Scotty Burns, running second. The number 1 car, oh, look out, sits in the very back now. Seamus got by him. The number 83 now running third, John Scott out of Hesperia. But look at that number 5 car, J.J. Yelly, now starting to make a move. The number 5 of Ron DiDonato falls back to 5th. Top 4 qualified to the main.
Well, it's Scotty Burns in command now. Burns has a heck of an evening going with Williamson second and DiDonato third. Johnny Scott is car number 83. He's only on the 4th spot, and we have car number 5, J.J. Yaley, working on the rear of John Scott. Following J.J. will be car number 1, Rip Williams.
4 down, 6 to go.
4 laps down, 6 to go in our 10-lap heat race. Scotty Burns walking away from the rest of the field. Burns with about a half a straightaway advantage over car number 95. Here we got a change in position brewing. 83, John Scott now has an eye full of car number 5, J.J. Yaley.
John Scott in the 83 car now on the bubble with the number 5 of J.J. Yaley coming in to make a bid for that 4th transfer.
Not going to happen on this lap as Scotty Burns seems to be steadily pulling away from that 2nd place. And here we go with Ron DiDonato. Now DiDonato hugs it down low and makes the pass. It's DiDonato into 2nd, Williamson 3rd, and now John Scott seems to be putting on the power as he goes over to that 3rd place position. Watch Rip Williams. Williams goes to the low side. We got a white flag going, and we're going to have a battle for a transfer spot. It's so far Scotty Burns, DiDonato, and Williamson, followed by J.J. Yelly. Williams in hot pursuit. It's going to go to car number 5. Position number 4 goes to car number 5 with Scotty Burns picking up a heat race win.
Yeah, I noticed that the number 1 there of Rip Williams did not qualify. Another quick guy will go to the semi round. I tell you, this is building to be a real climax with the semi coming up and the main.
Well, just off the top of our heads, we know that we got McSpadden, the Tempe Tornado, and Rip Williams. So woo, just those 2 cars. It's going to be worth the price of admission to watch tonight's semi-main event. And don't forget, we do have the Passing Master Dash, too. Well, Ricky Gaunt having a pretty good year here in this car number 113. You might recognize that as one of the old Leland McSpadden kind of cars.
What does that mean? He drove it?
That's one of the cars that was handled by the famous Tempe Tornado, Leland McSpadden, and Don Blair has picked up that car and graciously put in Ricky Gaunt out of Torrance, and Ricky being pretty impressive this year.
Looked real good.
Looked excellent, so we're going to keep an eye on him tonight. Well, the lights are out and about to go green here.
All right, so we give you the rundown now. By golly, sitting on the pole, the 113 of Ricky Gaunt. Starter looking him over. Off turn 4. And it was too much of a jump start.
I guess part of the big story here would be Richard Harvey Jr. After that crew thrashed so hard, they had a lot of parts to change on car number 67. So great to have car number 67, Richard Harvey Jr. in that Stinger chassis back out here. You know, long tow for the Freeman family, and great to have them back here, out here where they belong. So I would say that's part of the big story here in this heat race.
Well, I tell you, Chris, now you said a long tow. I look over my my cheat sheet here. They say Richard Harvey Jr. out of Fresno. That's the driver. Car owner brings his car in from where?
All the way from the California border, and I bet you it feels like he's coming from New York when you come over here across that heated desert this time of the year. But that was a kind of a scary deal to have to tow all the way and then park yourself in turn 2. So they had a very positive attitude and put this race car right back where it belongs.
Well, definitely a hard-working crew. As we look the field over now, the lights have been turned out. We'll look for a green as they come out from the cone over there, turn 4. You see the SCRA official standing there. The cars need to be side by side. Oh, nice start by the 113 car of Ricky Gaunt. Gaunt, first one into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. Gaunt up high in turn 4, opens the door. The number 7 car now running second.
Eric Wilkins second, Ricky Gaunt in command with Bobby McNovich now taking over third. That's going to put Richard Harvey into fourth, and here comes the gas man, Richard Griffin out of Silver City, New Mexico, stalking Richard Harvey, and following him will be Mike Kirby. Kirby in car number 59 in hot pursuit of the gas man with the gas man down low. Gas man makes the point and slips into position number 4. Ricky Gaunt still in command with about a 10-car length advantage over Eric Wilkins in car 7, and then it's Bobby McNovich in car 2H. The gasman in 4th, Harvey is 5th, and Mike Kirby still unable to. Oh, we got a problem for the gasman. Gasman gathers her back up and holds on to position number 4, but that makes a pass for Kirby possible over Harvey. We got one upside down, race car upside down in turn 3.
67.
Is it possible? That's car number 86, John Harshbarger out of Herrero Grande. Car 86B, it would have to be, makes that unintended maneuver in turn 3.
Which is on the bubble right now. That's the 21 car of the gas man, Richard Griffin. And I tell you what, lights are out. We're looking for a restart, and we're on the green. Gone with a nice move off 4, down into turn 1, your leader. Mike Kirby in the red number 59 wants to make this main event. This time will have to move up 1. Oh, a nice slide job by the 21 car. Makes the pass out of 4. Griffin now up to 3rd. Mike Kirby takes a look underneath as he comes off turn 2. Kirby trying to make that muscle move in turn 4. Kirby now on the bubble. And Wilkins drops back to 5th. Gaunt still hanging on to your lead. McNovich running 2nd. The 21 car, Griffin 3rd. Oh, Griffin has some sparks out the rear end. Griffin had something happen to him there. Almost fell off the pace, able to gather it back up. Mike Kirby now making a challenge, white flag action, one more time around. Mike Kirby now up to the transfer position. Ricky Gaunt, your leader. Bobby McNovich 2nd. Richard Griffin 3rd. Mike Kirby 4th. And Ricky Gaunt takes, whoa! Photo finish at the end with the 21 car. From my advantage point, it looked like the 21 car slipped in for 2nd. Unofficially, that's Griffin. It appeared he got him by a half an inch up front, that close. But a big hand for your winner, the 113 car, Ricky Gaunt. How did you look at that 2nd place runner now? You had Griffin sticking his nose in and McNovich side by side at the flag stand.
Well, that was definitely a close one. That might even be called a tie. Who knows? That was very, very close.
Actually, they look like some of the old modifieds that used to see. They run up north, body style a little higher in the back. The way that roof line design, they get a lot of downforce down on the backside. of you may remember Larry Lord out of the SA Tour Cars ran this division for 3 years, won the championship all 3 years, decided he had had enough of the championship, no competition, so he's moved on to bigger and better things. But he ran these California dirt cars for about 5 years, and he had great success in that. We also had great success running the ASA Tour car. So being shown a white flag action, we'll give him one more time around. How many fans out there like to see these guys run with the SCRA sprint cars here tonight? I think they'd get their booty spanked. There you go, driver waving to you as he goes by.
Steve Osling and J.J. Elliott would appear will be on the front row, followed by the Gasman and Di Donato in row number 2, Troy Klein and Corey Krosman in row number 3, and looks like that rounding out the field would be Mike Kirby and Ronnie Schumann in that last row. There you go, your top 8 cars that had made it through the heat race according to their qualifying times starting in the Passing Master Dash. This is when you want to keep an eye on, because this is going to be sprint car racing. This is real sprint car racing here. Like I say, a lot on the line here. How they finish is how they start the main event.
All right, like we like to do out here each and every week, sort of poke your buddy there, if you will, and see if you can pick who's going to win this main event. Yeah, right. How many think the number 27 of Ron Schumann can take this off? How about the number 5 of J.J. Yeley? The 21 of Richard Griffin? And we go green. Lackadaisical flag as we do not pick up an official start. Your starter was not liking the particular setup as they came off turn 4. Yeley a little bit too far in advance of the second place runner, Steve Osling. Okay, excellent. So we'll get them all lined up and we'll try that again.
Thank you.
So J.J. Yeley sitting on the pole. The number 12 car just outside of him, Steve Osling. Second row inside the 21, your driver Richard Griffin. '57 car outside second row, your driver Ron Di Donato out of Riverside. Sponsored in there by Santini Paint. Lights out, anticipation of a green this time around. Off turn 4, your starter looks them over. Side by side, we're on the green. J.J. Yeley drops it into turn 1, off turn 2, your leader. The Gasman Griffin shoots up high down the back chute, now running second. Griffin up with a quick, hard pull off 4. Griffin bobbles a little bit, comes back up, running second. J.J. Yeley, the number 5 car, running first. Back in the third spot, you find the number 12 car, Steve Osling, now running third. The number 11 of Troy Klein, fourth. Oh, the Gasman fell back again. Open a door in the number 12 car, now running second, Steve Osling. Oh, rollover, turn 1, up high into the wall. Holy mackerel. Ron Schumann took a flipper over in turn 1. Got up high at the apex, took off 3 or 4 panels from that sign, and came back down on all 4s. He got up way high in the air, flipped it 2 or 3 times in midair, and came back down on all 4s. We're going to roll the ambulance over there for precautionary measures. Dave Mitchell on what happens. So the safety crew indicating for the ambulance to come over there. We're going to have the Crew check out. Ron Schumann took a pretty violent flip in the air. What we're looking at here right now is the aftermath of Ron Schumann, the number 27 car, as he came into turn 1, made an altercation, got flipped in the air, but the attendants now looking at him. He was dazed for a moment, but now they tell me that his eyes are open. He's moving around. The ambulance attendants will take him out of that car as soon as they move some of the broken roll bars, it appears, and they'll get him down onto the gurney and take him into the hospital for take a look-see, if you will. Now let's take another look at this. What transpired here was that Ron Schumann, coming into turn 1, was up on a top side of Corey Kruzman, and his left front tire hit the right rear of Kruzman, got him airborne, lifted up that left front of his car, got up in the air, flipped 3 times through the air, hit the outside of that crash wall with the top of his roll bar, flipped and came back down on all 4s. Now we can see him loading Ron Schumann into the back of the ambulance right now. They'll take him in and have some x-rays, have him checked out. Tough spill as we've seen him come off the backside of Corey Kruzman's car. But he is moving and breathing, eyes open, and they'll take him and get him checked out at Memorial. You can look at that upper portion of that roll cage. That's what protects these drivers. It took some pretty heavy damage on that section even. Car twisted up real bad. So lights out. We'll be looking for a restart down the back chute below the Hall ambulance sign. The number 5 car, J.J. Yaley, your leader, and we're on the green. Yaley, your leader, followed by the number 12 car running second, Steve Osling, the number 21 running third, Richard Griffin, and then Troy Klein, fourth. The number 45 now moved up. Corey Kruzman now running fifth. White flag action one more time. J.J. Yaley, your leader. Steve Osling second, Richard Griffin third, Troy Klein fourth, and Kruzman fifth. And your winner, J.J. Yaley. The number 12 second, Steve Osling. Richard Griffin third, Troy Klein fourth, and the 45 car of Corey Kruzman finishing fifth. J.J. Yaley, your winner. All right, a 12-lap semi. Top 4 qualify to the main. All others will be relegated to their trailers. 12 laps with 4 of them going to the main event. On the pole, the number 50 car out of Tempe, Arizona, Leland McSpadden, outside front row out of Yorba Linda. Rip Williams, second row inside the number 63 car out of Norwalk, Mike English. Outside second row, next English, the number 7 car, or the number 10 car of Rodney Argo out of El Segundo, lights out looking for a green. No green. Oh, some damage on a car down the main chute. Front end wasted on that car. That's the number 31 car of Lynn Anderson. Second time ever in a SCRA sprint car, Lynn Anderson suffered some front end damage. Setting the pace, your pole sitter for the 12 lap semi-main, Leland McSpadden. Out next to him, Rip Williams, starter, looks him over. And we're on the green. McSpadden, your leader. Up high out of the turn 4, the door opens. And the number 10 car running second, Rodney Argo. Rip Williams drops back to fourth. Fargo up high, opens the door. And the 63 car, Mike English now running second, Rip Williams third. Williams opens the door side by side into turn 3. Williams back to fourth. Eric Wilkins now up to third. Top 4 qualify to the main event. The number 1 of Rip Williams now on the bubble. Williams side by side with the 7 car of Eric Wilkins. And Williams makes a move up to third now. Wilkins back to fourth. The 44 car now running fifth. Ricky Gray. Your new leader coming off of turn 4, the 63 car, Mike English. McSpadden having some trouble at 1 and 2. Williams sticks it in deep past him, gets into second place in front of McSpadden. Eric Wilkins still running fourth on the bubble. McSpadden in the number 50 car running third. Rip Williams in the yellow number 1 second. Mike English, your leader up front in the red 63 out of Norwalk, California. 9 down, 3 to go. Rip Williams picks up a little bit of inside berm off turn 2. Sticks it deep into 3, up on the backside. White lap, one more time around. White flag action. Your leader now being challenged. Rip Williams takes a look underneath. Your leader, Mike English, into turn 3. Rip Williams following him. And your winner, the number 63, Mike English. Rip Williams second. The 50 car, Leland McSpadden third. And the 7A of Eric Wilkins, your fourth and final transferee, as rookie number 17 up in smoke. Mike Turner out of Las Vegas, Nevada, showing some engine problems there as he goes up in smoke. But your winner there, the red number 63 of Mike English. Also transferring to the main, the yellow number 1 of Rip Williams. The red number 50 of Leland McSpadden, and then finally the number 7A of Eric Wilkins. That's your 4 transfers to the main event. Next up, we'll have the IMCA modified main event here tonight. All right, schedule on the pole, the 08 car representing Taft, California, your driver, Jay Barrett. Outside front row, the 0 car, the red 0, your driver, Jim Reeves. Second row inside, you find the young driver out of Porterville, the number 22 car of Robbie McLaughlin, a real fast driver. Outside second row, the number 78 car out of Bakersfield, Kevin Nichols. Third row inside, the number 18 car out of Tulare, your driver, Tom Bowser. Third row outside, the number 10 car, a lady driver, sponsored by Martin's Machine Powerhouse and the Color Connection, Lynn Dynas. Fourth row inside, the number 2 car, sponsored by Shortstop Card and Memorabilia out of Kingsburg. AJ Bergen, outside AJ, the number 6 car, your current point leader. Darren Smotherman, then your national points 94 champion, Scott Pounds, the number 1 car. And we're on the green. Reeves, first one off turn 2, your leader. Also making a show, the number 5 of Scott Gatson. Jay Barrett out of turn 2, loses a handle on it into the infield. Robbie McLaughlin now up to third. Tom Bowser running fourth, and then you get Scott Pounds now to fifth in the number 1 car. A.J. Bergen and Scott Pounds side by side off of 2. Your leader now into turn 3, the red 0 of Jim Reeves, followed by the 78 car of Kevin Nichols, the 22 car of Robbie McLaughlin running 3rd. Oh, your leader getting loose out of 4. Getting a little sideways. Jim Reeves. Reeves up high out of 4, opens the door. Kevin Nichols side by side down the main chute. Nichols first into turn 1, off turn 2, your new leader, the 78 car of Kevin Nichols. Reeves drops back to 2nd. Scott Pounds working the upper groove into turn 3. Side by side with Robbie McLaughlin. It's Pounds and McLaughlin into turn 1. Pounds gets caught up between McLaughlin and Reeves. Scott Gatson spins out in the middle of the main chute. Kevin Nichols in the 78 car now getting a challenge back by your previous leader Reeves. Side by side down the back chute, it's Reeves and Nichols. Reeves gets sideways. Oh, look out, everybody made it free. Scott Pounds jumped up high, and Pounds now side by side into 1. Yellow flag out for Scott Gatson. Oh boy, Pounds jumped up high out of 4 to avoid the altercation. Came down on the high side on top of the 78 car of Nichols and took over that lead. 8 laps down, 12 to remain. Kevin Nichols sets his eyes on it, and we're on the green. Pounds 2nd. Smotherman 3rd. Scott Pounds down low, trying to find a hook off turn 2. Door closed quickly by the 78 car of Nichols as he pushes out of 4. Nichols running the upper groove, Pounds down low. Off turn 2 comes your Scott Pounds, now up to 1st. Nose to tail through 3 and 4. Kevin Nichols pops up high out of turn 2, opens the door. Darren Smotherman in the white number 6 makes a bid for that 2nd place position and pops up into your 2nd hole. Jim Reeves also dragged along by Smotherman, now up to 3rd. Nichols drops back to 4th. Reeves gets sideways out of 2, collects Nichols. Oh, look out. Nichols able to hang on to it, but Smotherman now moves up to 3rd. Bowser. Tom Bowser up to 3rd. Smotherman currently running 2nd. And your leader, Scott Pounds, in the number 1 car. That's your leader off turn 4, Scott Pounds. Darren Smotherman 2nd. The 18 car, Tom Bowser running 3rd. Kevin Nichols 4th. Jim Reeves 5th, right in front of the number 2 car of A.J. Bergen. Race down into turn 3 between Bowser and the 18 car and Kevin Nichols. That's a fight for 3rd and 4th as we go into turn 1 action. 5th and 6th is now taken over by A.J. Bergen in the 5th. Reeves back to 6th. Dynas now up to 7th as Reeves gets crossed up down the main chute. Oh boy, came hard and lost the handle on it. White flag action one more time around. And there's your winner, the number 1 car, Scott Pounds. The number 6 of Darren Smotherman, second. Tom Bowser, third. And looked like the 78 car of Kevin Nichols got fourth. Oh boy, quick race, but look in the infield into the Oildale Yacht Club. The 0 car of Jim Reeves stuck out there in the middle with a fishing pole in his hand. It appeared his left front tire went flat as he came down the main chute, lost control of it. But your 1994 national champion, the number 1 car, the Rocket Man Scott Pounds, wins this main event here tonight. Finishing up second was the white number 6 of Darren Smotherman. Tom Bowser third, and I believe the 78 car of Kevin Nichols got fourth, the unofficial rundown.
How about we all stand up and wave as the drivers come out of turn 4? They've been complaining that we're not doing our job up here.
Yeah, wave at them.
That's good. That's good. We like that. We like that. Well, they can't complain about that. Well, you just did yourself a favor. I'm sure you got these guys pumped up. Steve Osling on the outside of row 1. Row 2 will have the Gasman Richard Griffin in the Tamale Wagon. Outside of him would be Troy Klein in car number 11.
45.
Car number 45 will be in the third row, Corey Kruzman, and outside of him looks to be car number 98. That would be Vern Sweeney. I'm sorry, that's 59, Mike Kirby, his neighbor out of Lomita. And then it's Ron DiNonato and Leland McSpadden in the next row, followed by Rip Williams and Mike English. English, our winner of our semi. Bobby McNovich and Jim Turner. Eric Wilkins on the inside of the next row. We're looking at a green flag. We want to keep an eye in the back of the pack where we got Dean Thompson. In the meantime, it's J.J. Yaley taking command at the drop of the green. It's Osling in a second and the Gasman in third. Following the Gasman will be Troy Klein in hot pursuit of Corey Kruzman. The Gasman bicycles in turn 2, gathers it back up. He may lose the position, and he drops back to fourth. It's Kruzman now taking over the third spot with JJ in command. Osling still second. Kruzman third. Gasman fourth, followed by Troy Klein, DiNonato, and Rip Williams. Williams in car number 1, and he's followed by Bobby McNovich, and now comes Leland McSpadden on the low side of McNovich. Up high is Kirby down the back straightaway, and it's J.J. Yaley pulling out all the stops. Yaley now about a halfway straightaway over car number 12, Steve Osling. Osling in second position, exits turn 2, followed by Kruzman, Griffin, and still Troy Klein in car number 11. Rip Williams, car number 1, now starting to pull away from DiNonato. DiNonato now followed by McNovich and McSpadden. It's still Mike Kirby in hot pursuit of McSpadden, followed by Eric Wilkins and Mike English. Ricky Gaunt, car number 113, enters turn number 1 as he tries to gather up the group in front of him. And now your leader, J.J. Yaley, on the tail of about to be a lap car of Jim Giardina. Your leader climbs up the tail of Giardina, keeps under the power, and now you have a brand new leader. Steve Osling, car number 12, takes over the lead, and Corey Kruzman now to the low side, and it's Kruzman in the lead. Cruzman gets bunched up behind Giardina and back to Osling. Osling now your leader, and Cruzman to the low side of a lap car. Is J.J. Yaley in third, followed by Troy Klein. The Gasman goes to the low side of Klein. Gasman runs into the back of Giardina and then goes high. Still the leader at lap number 11 will be car number 12, Steve Osling, followed by Cruzman, JJ, and Troy Klein. The Gasman now in fifth, followed by the Ripper. Rip Williams out of Yorba Linda trying to reel in the Gasman. He's followed by DiDonato, Miknovich, the Tempe Tornado, and Wilkins. We got a problem in turn number 1 that's gathering up so far. Troy Klein, Turner, Williamson, and in a miraculous move, the Gasman keeps that car under power. Dean Thompson slips by, Giardina gets by, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars all bundled up in turn number 1. We can see from our video here that would also include Bobby Miknovich, Ron DiDonato, Troy Klein, and it's my guess it's possibly Vern Sweeney down there with Jim Turner.
All right, we're back on the green. Sorry there. And of course, getting a little dusty high out of turn 4. The 59 car, Mike Kirby, got way up high. We got a pass looking out of turn 2. Yelly sticking his nose in the program and running third. Of course, your leader off turn 4, Osling, followed by the 45 car, Troy Cruzman. Running third, the number 50, Leland McSpadden. The number 1 car now into turn 3 makes a pass up to 4th. Rip Williams. Yelly back to 6th. Your current leader has never won an SCRA sprint car main event, and he's on his way at this point. 16 laps down. Down the main chute. Dean Thompson made contact with the 57 car, Ron DiDonato. Dean Thompson got his front end lifted up, turned back sideways, parked it up against the wall down the main chute. Driver appears to be okay in his car. DiDonato continues on running. Hopefully we can get this older gentleman, if you will, refired back up into a running position. Rescue crew quickly over there feeling the tires. They seem to be up. They're trying to kick it out of gear, get him in a position to get a restart. Current leader out there still the number 12 is Steve Osling. Second place by the number 45 of Corey Cruzman out of Ventura. Sponsored in by Drake Race Cars, a Harlan Willis owned cars. We go lights out looking for the green at this point, and we're on the green. Osling hammers it down through 3 and 4. Cruzman catching some competition on the backside from Leland McSpadden in that red number 50. And then, of course, you pick up the number 1 car of Rip Williams. Osling bobbles a little bit at the apex of 3 and 4, gathers it back up. Yaley currently running 5th, now starting to catch some heat on his backside. Nose to tail off 4. Osling trying to hold off the Rory Cruzman. And Leland McSpadden. Osling, your leader. Cruzman 2nd, McSpadden 3rd, Rip Williams 4th. J.J. Yaley now made a pass and got passed back by Williams. A wreck over in turn 2 as McSpadden climbed the backside of Corey Cruzman. Both cars continue under competition. Rip Williams locked bumpers with Yaley out of 4. Yaley does a 360 and keeps on going. In the infield is the number 1 of Rip Williams, and he sticks it in the infield. Holy mackerel, Nerf bars locked up in 4 with J.J. Yaley and the number 1 of Rip Williams. Williams a little excited on that, tried to hammer it off the infield and put himself deeper. J.J. Yaley drops back a bit, did a 360 and kept her fired. I tell you what, that guy's got a lot on the ball. He was ready for that action.
It's incredible what this youngster is doing, you know, and this is not his first time that he has shown a great amount of talent here. And we're keeping an eye on this young lion, J.J. Yaley, because I think he's a fast up-and-coming star.
Following Kirby is his neighbor out of Torrance, will be Ricky Gaunt, car number 113.
Then it's main event time. Let's go.
And when lights are off, green flag flies, and we're back on the green. Looks like 19 laps down. Oh, hard charge by the number 21 car. Richard Griffin working on the backside of Troy Klein. Spin out in turn 4. That's the 45 of Cruzman. Cruzman gets it refired, drops back to 4th. J.J. Yaley now up to 3rd. Kirby also makes a move up. Your current leader, the number 12, Steve Osling. J.J. Yaley 2nd. Mike Kirby currently running 5th. Corey Cruzman in the 45 car is in that 4th position. 22 down, 8 laps to go. Oh, down the main chute. The number 21 car, Richard Griffin, and a 113 of Ricky Gaunt got tied up. Gaunt got airborne momentarily. McSpadden making contact with your leader, Osling. Here comes your leader off turn 4. Osling, followed by Leland McSpadden. 24 down, 6 remain.
Ricky Gaunt, car number 113, tried the high side. Nobody was up there, and Ricky gave it a try. We can see Ricky moving around in that race car. He'll be okay, but tough break for a brave man that tried the high side of the racetrack to see if he can't get some traction up there.
California dwarf cars. So looking down into the straightaways, we are lights out, looking for a green. Green flag flies. Your leader still Steve Osling off turn 4. J.J. Yaley now running 3rd. Cruzman 4th. Kirby 5th. Mike English 6th. Nice tight line out of turn 4 by your leader, Steve Osling. Holds it down real tight. That's the way around this track when it goes dry. McSpadden sticks a lot of horsepower down the back chute. Osling opened the door momentarily in 4. Gave enough time for McSpadden to close ground on him. Now a car length behind. Osling hanging onto that door, keeping her closed, making McSpadden, oh, look out. McSpadden got on the backside of Osling. Oh, down the back chute. McSpadden stuck it into 3. Made the pass on Osling. White flag action, one more round. Osling sticks it deep into 1, turns early. Trying to re-inherit that lead. White flag action, one more time around. Here comes your winner off turn 4, Leland McSpadden. Steve Osling 2nd, J.J. Yaley 3rd. The number 45 car of Corey Cruzman. And then the 63 of Mike English. Oh, tough break for Steve Osling. Your winner, the number 50, Leland McSpadden. But a fine run, a real fine run by the number 12 of Steve Osling, able to hang on for a 2nd place finish. Almost took his first career feature race in a sprint car. We'll go down trackside with my partner in crime, Chris Holt.
this year, but how could you be good? I mean, oh, Leland, he's such a nice guy. Ambassador Bricker and those people, it's so bad. Well, he did, you know, and I give it back to him twice. I got around him down here coming off the board, and I catch that hole to get a bicycle. And I'd turn out to the fence, and I'd watch him go back by. There was nothing I could do, and I just had to wait for him. It was real, you had to be real careful down through 3 and 4. The back end wanted to hang. And Stevie said he was having a little problem with his brake, which I can imagine if he was having that problem, it was really tough to get through. But he hang a little bit, and I could get a good run off the bottom at him. And then I just lucked out, and he slipped up just a little bit to give me a chance to get under him, and I was lucky enough to stay there for the last lap. Well, Leland, it's great to have you out here. 1995 been a great year, and we have this gentleman right here. We have this gentleman up here, and I'm sure that he came up on the front straightaway to tell you that he passed one of the best, right, Steve? I don't know. He was, that was a real clean race. I'd like to win it, but I'm glad, if anybody else is going to win, I'm glad it was him. He ran as clean a race as he could. The track wasn't really fantastic. I didn't have any problem with him banging in here. He deserved it. Well, on lap 12, it was car number 12 in the lead, and that was a long time ago. You had a long time to think about your first ever main event win tonight. Yeah, I wasn't really trying to think about winning as much as I was trying to think about staying in the groove and have a brain fade right there at the end. Well, it's great to have an almost win by Steve Osley, but this guy here, Leland McSpadden, this is an awesome year, 1995. Well, it is an awesome year, but I'd just like to say Steve's been a heck of a competitor since he's been out here. He's come so close, and a couple of us Arizona guys have knocked him out. He's knocking on the door, and he's going to win one of these things. I mean, he was so close tonight. He should have won that race, like I said, but it's just one of the nights. He slipped a little bit, and I was fortunate enough to get under him, but his day's coming. He's just a heck of a nice guy and a good competitor for everybody to watch. Well, like Steve said, somebody has to pass you. Let's hope it's a Tempe Tornado. 4 times now in 1995.
All right, by God, I tell you what, it was a whale of a main event win there. Tough break for Steve Austin. He was leading that from so long, looking for his feature main event win, and just couldn't quite hold the handle. He ended into turn 3, opened the door. Of course, the track master himself, the technician, Leland McSpadden, stuck his nose in there. White flag as he came out of turn 4. He took that lead and went on to take the checkered flag. The other winner here tonight, of course, was Scott Pounds, the IMCA Modified 1994 national champion. That'll move him up in points. Whale of a show here. I hope all of you enjoyed it. Brought to you by California Raceway Video and your host here, Mike Mosier, the race doctor. Until next week, we'll have Late Model Modified Street Hobbies and the IMCA Modifieds saying good night to you all. Take care. May God bless each and every one of you. Good night, all.